Okay, for the last unit, power up with AppExchange. We will learn how to develop your own AppExchange strategy and install an app from AppExchange. What is AppExchange? You're probably comfortable with the idea of app stores. Whether you're downloading apps on your phone, tablet, computer, or other device, you have to download and install apps to make the most of your technology. Salesforce is the same way. Earlier we mentioned the enterprise ecosystem. Salesforce is a community of partners that use the flexibility of the Salesforce platform to build amazing apps and other solutions that anyone can use. Anyone using Salesforce. These offerings are available, some for free, some at a cost, for installation on AppExchange. And here's what AppExchange looked like on the day they took the screen capture. Strategies for success. D'Angelo's Dreamhouse app is a raging success among the company real estate brokers. But if we're being realistic, D'Angelo is only one guy. There are only so many hours in the day for him to develop new apps for his colleagues. Luckily, AppExchange is full of apps D'Angelo can download to help Dreamhouse manage everything from payroll to travel to approval to integrations with other tools like Evernote and MailChimp. Shout out to Evernote and MailChimp team. Wow. The possibilities AppExchange offers are exciting, but before you start downloading every app in the site, you need to develop a strategy. A solid AppExchange strategy helps ensure you're getting the highest value apps without duplicating functionality or investing in something that you don't need. Follow these steps to develop a good AppExchange strategy. Number 1, identify departments that use or plan to use Salesforce. These are your primary stakeholders. Research what's available on AppExchange that meets your stakeholders' requirements. Discuss business cases with department heads to determine exact needs. Here are some good questions to ask. What business problems are you trying to solve? What are your main pain points right now? How many users need this app? What's your budget? What's your timeline? These questions help you identify apps that are the best fit for each department or business case. Cool. I feel like we could use a space after that. When you find an app you think meets your needs, download the app in a test environment like a free developer edition or a sandbox. Are those the same thing? Or are those two different things? No reason to see that. There it is again. Developer edition. Alright, well, it looks like they're the same, it's just one has more data, has more space. Or, well no, developer sandbox, 6.3 developer sand, that's the Power of Us enterprise. A sandbox in developer edition. Sandbox creation is not possible in Developer Edition. Okay, sounds like something inside of it. Okay. No, sandboxes, that's really funny. So impatient. Sandboxes are copies of your organization in a separate environment. They're used for development and testing. See Sandbox overview. Yeah. We're good. Sandbox types and templates. Okay, sandbox types, developer sandbox. A developer sandbox is intended for development and testing in an isolated environment. The developer sandbox includes a copy of your production org's configuration. Okay, so that's cool. The developer pro sandbox, okay. Okay. So there's a developer edition, which is a different thing. It's like just like a different version. The sandbox is a copy of your org's configurations. Okay. I'm trying to think if there's a way to remember that. Like a sandbox is a place that you want to play in. If you're, I don't know. Okay. If you're choosing between multiple apps, take some time to evaluate what you've tested. Determine whether there are feature gaps or unwanted functionality. If necessary, invite your stakeholders to demo the apps and provide feedback. You're ready to go. You install and deploy your apps in your production environment. Make sure you keep your users in the loop about what's changing and provide training and documentation as necessary. Install your first app. While AppExchange resembles a traditional app store like you find on your phone or tablet, it's important to remember that your Salesforce org is a complicated environment. You can't just install an app because it has a cool logo or a convincing catchphrase. Don't have really anything too much against convincing catchphrases, just don't completely act on them. So what's the right way to install an app? We'll show you. Let's say you find a great app in AppExchange that gives you a fancy set of dashboards for your orgs. To install the app, click Get It Now. See, this is just like me. I would want to click Get It Now right here. This button takes you to the installation wizard that guides you through the steps. Here are 2 key questions you need to answer during the installation process. Where do I install the app, production or sandbox? In general, it's best practice to first install apps in a non-production environment like a sandbox or developer edition. Org. Testing the app first helps you avoid conflicts in production with things like object names. Like if you named something the same thing that the developer named it, that would be weird, I guess. Do I give app permissions to admins only, all users, or specific profiles? That depends on who the app is for. If you want to limit the access to a particular set of users, plan to modify those users' profiles before you install the app. Hello, squirrel. He has like a peanut. Okay. Where did my app go? Where did he go? Congratulations, you've installed your first app. Now, if only you could find it. Apps are installed in something called a package. To find the package, from Setup, search installed packages in the... Okay, I feel like I need to do this. Yeah, no, I don't want to be using that profile. Don't think I do. Take 5. Okay. So, pausing. Okay, let's see if I could, see, now we're going into Playful Badger. Cool. That worked. Yay. Okay. So, to make that work, you have to, well, I guess only, if you're logged in, if you want to test this out on your developer, on your hands-on org, your Trailhead Playground, or Developer Edition, So you just have to be signed in to the one that you want to use, and then you go to AppExchange, and then you'll be signed in. Okay, that's cool. Okay. To install the app, which app am I getting? AppExchange Dashboard Pack. There it is. Great dashboard pack to get you started. Consolidate lab dashboards for one installation of sales, marketing, support. That's a good catchphrase. I think I'll install it. Oh, okay, hold on a second. Before you install in production, we suggest testing in the sandbox. Well, I'm using my Trailhead playground. I'm going to install it in the sandbox. Okay, hold on a second. So Trailhead Playground is for Trailhead. You have a developer edition. That's just your developer edition. And then you have your sales. You have your sandbox, which is basically your configurations of that edition that you could test in. Okay. Okay, yeah, there's a security review. Let's say I've read it. Use custom domain. The custom domain I want to use is see if that works. So I don't actually have a password, I don't think. Huh. Install AppExchange Dashboard 507. No. Do not install. Rename conflicting components. Okay, what if existing components names conflict with ones in this package? We'll rename them, because I want them to install. And let's install for admins only, because we could put them up for other. Okay. Installing and granting access to admins only. Yeah, sure, cool. Nice. Apps are installed using something called a package to find the package from setup. Alright, still installing. Click the name of the package you installed. It will be the same name from the AppExchange download page. So you have to remember what it was. Phew. That almost requires long-term memory. Click View Components to see more information about the package. The package details page shows you all of the components, including custom fields, custom objects, and Apex classes in the package. Okay, that almost didn't sound like English. Click the View Components to see more information about the package. The package details page shows you all the components, including custom fields, custom objects, and Apex classes in the packet. I'm sure that makes sense to somebody. The package details shows you all of the components. I mean, candidly, I wasn't worried that the custom fields and custom objects and Apex classes were not going to be included in the components, but I guess they are, so that's good. Something tells me I'm not ready to do this yet. This information helps you determine whether you have any conflicts in your own customizations. Oh, okay. I guess I got that. If you install software, you just don't want things to not align with each other. Or to duplicate, because if they did, that would be bad. Some final thoughts. before we go forever. As you start to explore AppExchange, be sure to check out free apps provided by Salesforce Labs. The great thing about Salesforce Labs apps, other than they're free, is that they're open source. I mean, I'm familiar with open source technology. I'm just thinking about, because I could customize them as needed and peek under the hood and see how they work. I really probably can't, actually. I mean, at least with where I'm at now, technically. No, I don't know, I turn the key or press a button and it works. I don't look under hoods. It's a great way to learn more about how the platform works. Okay. That sounds overly adventuresome for me, actually, but I take the recommendation. Speaking of learning more, this module is giving you a great foundation for diving deeper into the Salesforce platform. Typically, you dive off of a platform. Salesforce platform you dive into. Check out the resources below for some potential next steps in your journey. Happy trails. AppExchange Salesforce Admin's blog. Okay, and somehow or another I already completed this quiz. And then up next is the next module in this trail. Thanks for joining me. I just forgot, I didn't show us what the app looked like when it's finished installing. There's a little screen here that said like it was done, so I clicked OK. And installed packages. On AppExchange you can browse, test drive, download, and install. My mind gets hung up when we borrow words from other areas to try to make it make sense in software. Browse, I think of looking in a store, looking at products. Test drive, actually trying it out. Download. You test drive before you download. And install. What's the difference between downloading and installing? Pre-built apps and components. Apps I understand. What components I'm still not clear on. Right into your Salesforce.com environment. Apps and components are installed in packages. Any custom app tab and custom objects are initially marked as in development and are not deployed to your users. This allows you to test. Okay, to test and customize before deploying. You can deploy the components individually using the other features in setup or as a group by clicking deploy. Depending on the links next to an installed package, you can take different actions from this page. To remove a package, click uninstall. To manage package licenses, click manage licenses. Okay. Action. The only actions I'm given is to uninstall. I don't know why this one. These are packages that were installed with the app. Wow. Not sure about that. Why is this icon missing down here? This is version 0. $524. What day is it today? What's today? This was installed in 2017. That was installed in 2017. This was done today. And this was in 2016. This must be like when the package was added to the app. Apps and components are installed in packages. Okay, apps and components are contained in packages. But these are the packages. Okay, well, I'm a little confused, and thanks for sticking with me to the bitter end here, and hopefully we'll get more clarity as we keep going on, which I'm sure I will. See you next time.